Jain students. Today we will start the third chapter of The Ashes That Made Trees Bloom by William Allen Griffiths. Honeycomb chapter 4. Before considering the chapter, first of all I would like to show you a video. In that video you can correlate the theme of the chapter with this video and clear with the thought. So have you seen the video? Now you can correlate. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life. Yes, if you do well, if your intentions are good, if you are not doing anything wrong with wrong intention, then God's mercy and goodness always followed you. Our goodness, our good work always give a good result. Like in the story. That night the spirit of the dog appeared to him in the dream. Cut down the pine tree which is over my grave. Make from a mortar for your rice pastry and a mill for your bean sauce. So you have heard that in the in the previous part that how wicked couple killed the dog, and now at the same night in the farmer's dream, the spirit of the dog came and just told him to cut the pine tree and make the mortar and the mill. Then so the old man do the same. He chopped the tree and make the mortar and the mill. When the New Year time drew near, he wished to make some rice pastry. When the rice was all boiled, Granny put it into the mortar, and the old man lifted the hammer to pound to the mass into the dough, and the blows fell heavy and fast till the pastry was all ready for baking. Yes, they do the process how the rice pastry will do. They make the dough of the rice pastry and then they fill to the that bowl, that mortar is kind of bowl where they can bake. And then she started the mill also, hand mill for the bean sauce. And suddenly what started, dear Lord, gold dropping like rain. And from the mill, this is see how the all over gold coins and the milk whatever the bean sauces turned over the gold drops, and the rice pastry turned over the gold coins. But there is a envious neighbor also who peeped at the window, and they saw that beans, boiled beans, and that rice is turned over to the gold. They just saw that and think about it. What if we borrow it and make it gold at our own place? So the big and the envious neighbors just thought about that. The next day, the stingy and the wicked neighbor came to borrow the mortar and the magic mill. They filled one with boiled rice and the other with beans. Then the old man began to pound and the woman to grin. But what happened? I told you, if your intentions are not good, then things not turn good to you. If your intentions is good, then definitely God help you to make it out, and for the goodness, for the mercy, and for the fruitful result. But here the wicked and the envious couple have no good intention. They just want to make them rich without any good intention, without any kindness, without any hard work. Just they, but what done after that, when they do the all the process like the old couple, what it turned? The first bowl turned from the pastry sauce turned into foul mass of worms that turns to the worms, that everywhere worms were there. You can look at it like this. The worms were there, and still they just showed their anger on it, and they chopped the mill and the mortar, and just use that as firewood. They burn it, and after that the good always come down. And now the long after that, the good old man dreamed again, and the spirit of the dog spoke to him. The wicked couple burned the mill made from the pine tree. Take the ashes of the mill, sprinkle them on the withered trees, and they will bloom again. So good always turn good, and bad always turn bad. If you do well, if your intentions are good, then everything will be good. So the spirit of the dog again came to the farmer's dream, and he told him to that the whatever the ashes were there from the, he informed him that they burned all the things and took the ashes and sprinkled into the withered tree, and that will bloom again. Withered tree means the dry tree which don't have leaves, and it just kind of dead tree, that you can say it's kind of dead tree. Let's see in the next part what will happen. What will happen to the old couple, how the dog helped this time. The earlier dog helped with the gold. He just found out the gold from the field, and then in spite of he was dead, he helped him through his dream, and he told them to make the mortar and the mill and gave them to the gold drops and gold coins. In that, in the whole way, he just want to help them because of their kindness, because of their honesty, loyalty. Thank you so much. Next part we will read more and knew that what happened in the end of the story. Thank you.